Thanos wiped out 50% of all living creatures. These are the highest stakes that the Avengers have ever faced.
This is the fight of our lives.
This is gonna work, Steve.
I know it is. Because I don't know what I'm gonna do if it doesn't.
Every time you think Marvel's pulled every single trick out of the bag, they actually saved the best stuff for this one.
This is the end of the fireworks show, the grand finale.
The storytelling is insane. You just don't know what to expect.
I guarantee you there is no way anybody could guess what's gonna happen. We're the Avengers. We gotta finish this.
Tickets on sale now.
Hi everyone, it's Charlie. There's a whole bunch of new Avengers Endgame footage to break down. I love the way that Robert Downey Jr. throws the gauntlet there. There is no way anyone is ever going to guess what happens in this movie because it is so crazy. So beyond this clip that they just dropped, they just screened 10 minutes of footage for press recently, so I'll do a breakdown of those scenes. Some of it we've seen before and some of it was brand new. We're only a couple weeks away from the movie getting here, so we'll do a new round of the IMAX ticket giveaway. All you have to do to enter is be a subscriber and leave your favorite moment from all the trailers so far on the video. The most interesting new thing in that featurette clip that they drop is the footage of Avengers Age of Ultron. So when Robert Downey Jr. says, "You'll never guess what we're gonna do in this movie because it's so big," because they're mostly just hyping it up, how epic it's going to be, it implies that they're going to be using every possible narrative twist that they've teased in previous movies. So you've seen the quantum realm, you've seen the ghost character phase shift through multiple realities simultaneously, you've seen Doctor Strange travel through other dimensions, talk to big cosmic beings like Dormammu, you've seen him use the time stone to manipulate time, to reverse time in a localized area, and appear across millions of multiple alternate timelines, which to me is actually a much more advanced use of the time stone than we've seen before than just rewinding time for a group of people or fast forwarding it. Think about the way they can use all those different narrative devices based on the footage that we've seen so far and the behind the scenes, like you see them at the events of the original Avengers movie. Think about how the Russos have been hyping up on their Twitter and their social accounts, revisiting the original Phase 1 movies. If the Russos want you to pay attention to each one of those films, it means that they're probably going to be revisiting seminal moments from a lot of those big movies, either in references or literally revisiting them, a la the behind the scenes that we've seen of them at the events of the original Avengers movie, where you see Ant-Man, Iron Man, Hulk, and Captain America wearing his original Avengers outfit. You even see Tony Stark with a little shield emblem on the side of his jacket there. We also see the Benatar ship above Morag in the last trailer that they dropped, so if they're revisiting Morag for something related to the Power Stone, it also implies because they're choosing to use so much Avengers Age of Ultron footage that we'll revisit some moment from that movie related to the Mind Stone, because not only is the Mind Stone really important for the concept of the Infinity Gauntlet, but it was also critical to the creation of Scarlet Witch, her brother Quicksilver, and Vision. Of the 10 minutes of footage that they showed off to press yesterday, it was two separate clips that were about 5 minutes apiece. The first one was a brand new scene of Iron Man and Nebula on the Benatar while they're stuck in outer space at the very beginning of the film. They flash the Marvel logo, then you start getting those scenes, and Dear Mr. Fantasy by Traffic starts playing in the background, twanging, so it's kind of this sad song because obviously they're stuck in outer space, they're trying to survive. Iron Man is recording his sad message for Pepper, pretty sure that he's gonna die in a couple days. He says that it's been 22 days since the battle on Titan. Nebula has helped him heal his wounds, but he's got some crazy infection that he's telling Pepper about during the message. Remember, he got a couple really nasty stab wounds from Thanos. He says that their oxygen is getting ready to run out the following morning, so that's why he's pretty sure that he's gonna die. But they've been slowly trying to repair the ship, but it's only partially repaired, and something happened to the fuel cells to wreck them, and that's why they're stranded. He says they managed to eke out 2 more days worth of flight time, but he doesn't know how that's going to help them because they're still quote-unquote light years from the nearest 7-Eleven, quipping to the last. There's another scene of him and Nebula just playing a game with each other, which is probably one of the coolest moments that you would never expect to have between those two characters. Iron Man playing a simple tabletop game with Nebula. They're playing that game where you fold a piece of paper into a triangle football and one person flicks it through the other person's fingers in the shape of a goal. The clip ends with that scene of him from the last trailer saying that I'll drift off thinking of you.
Food and water ran out 4 days ago. Oxygen will run out tomorrow morning. That'll be it. When I drift off, I will dream about you. It's always you.
Very grim, very gruesome, but obviously we know that they make it back because the second clip that they showed off was unrelated to the first one. It's much later in the timeline, but still very, very early in the film. It's the same footage that they screened at CinemaCon. It's about a 5-minute clip. It's just a longer version of that argument that you see Captain Marvel having with Thor when he summons Stormbreaker. So by this time, Nebula and Tony have made it back to Earth, but for some reason, Tony is not here, probably because he's so shook up and he's convalescing with Pepper off on his own. So it winds up being Captain Marvel, Captain America, Black Widow, War Machine, Rocket, Thor, and Bruce Banner, who still has not turned into the Hulk yet, trying to find out what they're going to do next, and Captain Marvel saying, "Why aren't we leaving right now to go kill Thanos?" She is very, very confident that she can take Thanos on by herself. You know what that means. They're just building her up to get her ass handed to her by Thanos when they eventually get there. Like I said in my last trailer, War Machine is the one who's like, we usually do things as a team, you know. There's a reason why the Avengers is a team and why we work together. It's not very clear from all this footage how well Captain Marvel knows Thanos or if she knows anything about the Infinity Stones or has heard anything about him because she has been in Kree-Skrull space for the last 20 years. It sounds like the Avengers have told her about everything, so she understands the backstory of all this, but based on the way she's acting, she's never run into any of his minions before or just never encountered him in battle. Nebula is the one that tells them about where his special farm is. They call it quote-unquote the Garden now, even though the Russos said that the planet that that's on is called Titan II. The Infinity Gauntlet has a very specific energy signature that they recorded when he snapped everyone, and they detected the same energy signature in the area where that special planet is. Then that clip ends with the funny scene of them all climbing on the back of the Benatar with Rocket asking them, who here has not been to space before? Captain America, War Machine, Black Widow all raise their hands, and he tells them, you better not throw up on my spaceship. So they end with a sort of funny moment, but it's basically this scene that you saw during the last trailer here, them heading off the very first time for their first rematch against Thanos, which it sounds like it's going to end very, very badly for them. Something else that makes a little more sense now too is what Kevin Feige said about the Captain Marvel movie. He said that they wanted to show her being really badass and binary at the end of that, but she does have a specific weakness that they weren't ready to show you yet, which I assume that they're going to leave for this first rematch with Thanos. Anytime there's a character who says that they can solve everything at the very beginning of a 3-hour movie, oh, we'll just go get him right now. It'll take 10 seconds. We'll kill him. It'll be done. We'll bring everyone back. It'll be great. That's the cue that something really, really terrible is about to happen to that character. There was also a really cool clip of the Russos introducing all this footage here. I'll play a little bit of it here.
Yeah, I just want to say this is, it's been a really incredible journey, I think, for the Marvel Universe up until this point. It's also been a really great and incredible journey for my brother and I over the last 6 years. It's been great getting to know all of you. We're really looking forward to sitting down and not talking about the movie with you this weekend. We poured our heart and soul into this one. We really did. I mean, it's a lot of our lifeblood is on the screen. We care immensely about these stories. We've really connected with the world through these films and going on the press tours and seeing how people react to these stories. And they're cultural events and they're very unique opportunities for filmmakers to imbue thematics into storytelling in a way that has global reach. And so we're exceedingly proud of the film. Like I said, we worked very hard on it. And we're excited to share very little of it with you. So,
thank us for it.
Yeah. We're not going to give you any context. You're going to see 2 clips. We don't want to give you any context for where they are, but they will give you a sense of feeling and tone for the film. You can see some character interactions, etc. There's also a little sizzle at the beginning of it, just to sort of walk you through the Marvel Universe up to this point. And then the 2 clips are sort of unrelated. There'll be like a little fade to black, and then you come up with the second clip. Okay?
Yeah, but seriously, we really do look forward to getting together with you over the next couple days and talking about the road that we've all traveled together with these movies. We probably won't see you after the footage because we're actually still hard at work in the building just opposite here, finishing the film. So
the movie's not done.
Yeah. Thank you for being here. We hope you enjoy, and we really can't wait to see the whole film. But thank you.
No big surprise that they're still working on the movie. They'll be working up on it right to the last day that they're forced to ship out reels to theaters all over the world so they can screen it on time. They did say that they had to speed up the credits a little bit to keep it down close to 3 hours because it was a little bit longer. So don't be surprised if in a couple weeks by the time we sit down to watch the movie, the runtime has changed again, but it's still going to be really close to that 3-hour mark. The other really big news you guys may have heard is that they confirm Angelina Jolie is supposed to be playing Cersei in the Eternals movie, and they're going to shoot the Shang-Chi movie later this year in Australia. So I think they're still trying to figure out which movie that they're going to release at the end of 2020. We'll get that full Phase 4 schedule after Avengers Endgame comes out sometime. Maybe they'll wait till their Comic-Con panel because they'll mostly be promoting Spider-Man Far From Home after Endgame comes out. But post all your theories and your reactions in the comments below. Let me know if there's any bonus videos that you want me to do for Marvel videos. Obviously, next week, Game of Thrones Season 8 starts, so I'll be doing episode videos for that. You'll just see, as long as you have alerts enabled for my channel, you'll get all the videos, no worries. Next week, the cast of the Avengers is also taking over Jimmy Kimmel almost every single day, so I expect some more TV spots and footage to drop. So no worries, I'll do videos for whatever it is that they drop. But congratulations to the giveaway winner from my last big video. Melissa Drapak, please email me on the About page of my channel.